Hello and welcome to another episode of StarCraft 2, The Heart of the Swarm. Last we left off, we completed the Emojin missions. We now have a choice between going to Kaldir or Char. And now Kerrigan's pretty shook up having found out that Raynor was executed. We're going to be heading to Kaldir, but I do want to play the voiceovers for the planet choices first. So Char, which we're not going to.
Intercepted Dominion transmissions indicate the Zerg swarm has been split into factions. Part of the swarm is on Char, under the command of a broodmother named Sagara. She is fighting a running battle against General Warfield's Dominion forces.
So we are actually going to head to Char as our third planet of the choices we have. That would give us the Baneling and the Aberration. Baneling, pretty good. We're going to be heading to Kaldir and then another planet aside from Char, I think. Because I like the idea of the cinematic, the final Char cinematic with, well, you'll see.
A broodmother named Nafash took her brood to the frozen moon of Calder. Recent reports indicate a Protoss presence there. There is a high likelihood that Nafash is fighting the Protoss for control of Calder. Her brood is believed to contain highly evolved, dangerous Zerg organisms.
So yeah, this would give us the Roach and the Hydralisk, two very good units and kind of a staple of the composition I'm going to be using. Zerglings are just so squishy, so having some ranged units aside from the Swarm Queen, especially something that's a bit tankier, while still being cheaper than the Swarm Queen would be very nice. So let's travel to Kaldir.
Zerg organisms detected.
That's why I'm here. They'll either accept me as their queen, or I'll start killing them one by one until they do. What are you?
I am Isha. Your Majesty used to store all her ideas, thoughts, and plans within me. Do you not remember?
Yes, I do remember you. More importantly, you remember me.
You are the Queen of Blades. I obey.
Perfect. Summon the swarm and prepare to move on Core Hall.
The swarm is in disarray and will not answer your call. Most Zerg on Calder are under the command of Broodmother Nafash. She seeks to create her own swarm. While she lives, the swarm will be divided.
Not for long it won't. Take us down to the surface.
So here we go. This is the Leviathan. It's basically the Hyperion of the Zerg. Pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what Isha says if you go to Char first. I guess she says a similar thing, but with Sagara. The Zerg are controlled by Sagara, and then take us down to Char.
The scouts report that Nafash set up a hive on this plane, but abandoned it shortly after.
She moved off into those ice valleys. That must be where the Protoss are.
So that was the hatchery.
Just once, I'd like to go somewhere nice. Arcturus, you took Jim, and I'm going to take your life in return. I have much to answer for, once Mengsk is dead. Even more desolate than Char. Cold.
So she says different things depending on where you are.
Cold.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Tell me about this Leviathan.
It is the organism from which you command the swarm, and this is its nerve center.
And it can take me to any world I wish?
Of course, my queen, but our numbers are few. Before conquering other worlds, you may wish to reclaim your forces here on Calder.
Leave the strategy to me. Now, what else can I do on this Leviathan?
You can evolve and upgrade your swarm in the evolution pit. The creature Abathur can help you.
Lucky that we met this Leviathan, right? And not another one.
What are you?
Abathur, evolve swarm, spin strands and sequences. Served Overmind, then served Queen of Blades. Now serve you.
I am the Queen of Blades.
Different. Examining genetic strands. Queen of Blades was efficient, ancient Zerg qualities. Minor Terran influence. You, infected with more Terran matter. Grasper limb poorly designed. Can improve. We'll give it back better.
Don't touch me.
Only focus is evolving the swarm. Seek perfection in all things. Work in evolution pit. Can review my work here. Can evolve units at any time. Start with Zergling.
I wonder what would happen if you did not go to the evolution pit until after Xeris, what his dialogue would be. Probably the same, but I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever tried that. Maybe I'll do that on casual, just as a little experiment for myself at some point.
Organism can be upgraded. 3 distinct mutations available. Once chosen, will activate sequences within creature. Improve combat potential. Mutation choice, not permanent. Can alter at any time.
So all 3 of these can be switched between missions. The lemon juice allergy from Donny Vermilion, you know, an old wives' tale or secret super weapon. The metabolic boost is very nice. Speed is always good. Having the adrenal function is very nice as well. I think we might be going with this or the hardened carapace. Carapace. I'm mostly going to be reliant on roaches, I think, for the I think we're going to go adrenal overload just so that we do damage during the flash freezes. I think that's what we're going to have throughout the game because Zerglings are always squishy. So this just makes them even more glass cannony, as in they do a lot of damage. And I think that's just what we're going to accept. Honestly, I don't think we're ever going to have a position where the Zerglings live long enough to boosting their HP is worth it.
Swarm suffering on this moon.
I thought you'd made my Zerg stronger than this.
Calder as cold as deep space. Other than Leviathan, no reason to specialize swarm for such cold.
Is that an excuse?
Wasteful to spin unnecessary adaptations. Complexity bad, not needed before, needed now. We'll look for local fauna. Essence useful for swarm adaptation.
Do it.
I want to say that if this planet is as inhospitable as they portray it, like even worse than Char, there's not going to be life on it. Like there's not going to be life on it, just realistically. Char is cartoonishly terrible, but Collier is like even worse. If it has deep space temperature, I mean, nothing's going to live here. All right, let's head off to the mission.
Nafash moved her brood into these ice valleys to fight the Protoss. It is unknown if she will join you willingly.
So we're definitely going to be given 5 Kerrigan levels, and there are 2 bonus objectives, and we'll always be getting the bonus objectives. So Kerrigan is going to be leveling up, which is really good. We're going to be given the Roach after this. Going to be using a lot of Roaches this game. To be fair, we're going to use a lot of everything this game, I think.
This this moon has pockets of intense cold called flash freeze storms. One such storm is approaching. It will push temperatures down so fast that almost all thermal energy will be lost. The storm will pass quickly, but while it is here, your troops will be frozen in place.
I can sense indigenous creatures nearby. Their matriarchs have powerful essence, strong enough to help us adapt to this cold.
My question is, what do Ursidons eat?
Yes? What is it now? The swarm hungers. I have to find an Ursidon matriarch and get her essence. You have my attention. Out with it. Who asked you? Speak quickly. I will have my vengeance. You didn't think the swarm was gone forever, did you? Hell hath no fury like a woman swarmed.
Like one swarm.
It's not easy being queen. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Why, thank you.
It's evolution, baby.
It's evolution,
Be
baby.
quiet. I'm brooding. So many worlds to conquer. So little time. The swarm hungers.
Alright, I think that's it. Those are some good dialogues. It's
This
evolution,
world is
baby.
mine.
Reference to a very good song.
The swarm never rests.
So I believe she
You have
now...
my
Oh, she still
attention.
has crushing grip.
There's not much time. Get going. Who asked you? Nothing stands in my way.
I actually really like the
ahead.
first and the third
world is
Calder
mine.
missions.
This Zerg is feral. It is not
We got
under the
ourselves a
control
roach.
of any higher entity.
Ah, lame. See, the Zergling is superior because it does a little
Out
little
with it.
roll. Does Kerrigan dance?
What is it now?
This is pretty critical. No, okay.
Out with it.
Well,
Let's get
she
this
would have been
over
cooler
with.
if she danced.
Get going.
Just one-shotting them.
Nothing stands in my way.
So we're actually gonna take these Zerglings back a
Speak
bit.
Quickly. Another feral roach. Something is very wrong. There's not much time. The swarm never rests.
It's weird that she doesn't have her gun. It's also kind of weird
You
that
have
she
my attention,
shoots
yes?
lightning out of her hands.
Let's
But
get this over with. Nothing stands in my way.
The flash freeze is near.
I just have to find an Ursidon matriarch.
do that. Let them see how much HP they recover when they
Who
burrow.
asked you? Speak quickly.
The flash freeze has arrived. Your troops are frozen.
That cannot be healthy.
Led by matriarch.
Look at that
Strong
thing.
essence. Once local essence assimilated, swarm will resist flash freeze.
Flash freeze now ending.
What is it now? The swarm hungers. Out with it. Push ahead.
Essence assimilated. Swarm resistant to flash freeze.
Excellent. And now I can sense Nefash's hive cluster nearby.
Injured roaches able to burrow, regain health.
I wonder, so her
with
health
it.
regen is pretty quick. Does she heal quicker? Maybe a little bit, but not much.
Who asked you?
Anyway, that was the opening
Let's get
part
this
of this
over with.
mission. We got ourselves a little base.
Nothing stands in my way. Nefash's brood. The Protoss must have wiped them out. I'll awaken this hive cluster for the swarm.
The Protoss sense the awakening. They are aware of our presence.
The Queen of Blades. But what has happened to you? Frail and human.
Protoss. I wondered when you'd show yourselves.
We must inform Shakuras. They will send the Golden Armada. They will destroy you.
Isha, tell me the Protoss are out of range of Shakuras.
They are, my queen. However, the Protoss have psi-link spires that can amplify their psionic communication.
Then we destroy those spires before the Protoss can activate them.
So I believe we have a time limit. Gonna get some drones.
Speak quickly.
We need a Swarm Queen quick.
Additional matriarch essence nearby.
Thank you.
If collected, Swarm can become more efficient in flash freeze.
I do like an efficient swarm. If I have a chance, I will hunt down some matriarchs.
So we're actually gonna save our Zerglings right here, because they are high damage dealers, but they are very vulnerable. So we're basically gonna be relying on our little roach force.
Slow her down. Take the fight to her.
Get more
Who asked
Zerglings.
you?
I mean, more drones.
Protoss approaching the hive cluster. Flash freeze approaching.
Oh.
The Protoss will be vulnerable until it passes.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now.
So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to take out as many of these buildings as possible.
The swarm never rests. This world is mine. Get going. There's not much time. Let's get this over with. Who asked you? Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way. The swarm hungers. Push ahead. Speak quickly.
Flash freeze is passing.
Get going. There's not much time.
So I think with this we can wipe this out, and then return to our base. I'm gonna get some roaches. I'm gonna get a roach, 3 overlords. Gonna head with a drone right there.
You have my attention.
We're actually gonna get more spine crawlers, like 3 of them, because there is some money right here.
Yes? There's not much time. Nothing stands in my way. Out with it.
So we've already taken out a singular, what do I call it? Oh, did I have a roach here?
Let's get this over with.
So yeah, the Zergling's kind of squishy. Wrong
Flash
roach.
freeze will be here soon.
Oh.
What is it now? This world is mine.
I want some Zerglings quick, because the next flash freeze, we're gonna be pushing them.
One down.
Even if you destroy our spires, we will get word to Sakuras.
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Press our advantage. Destroy the Protoss. There's not much time.
So we're gonna try to wipe out as much of the forward
Push ahead.
situation.
This world is mine.
Okay, we're not gonna make a lot of progress this time,
Get going.
but we made some
Nothing stands in
progress.
my way.
Gonna try to wipe out maybe like a
Come
building.
fight me.
We'll back off in like
Flash
30
freeze
seconds.
ending. We should retreat until the next storm hits.
The swarm never rests.
Okay, we need more drones here. More drones there, and I think we're getting to a point where we've almost finished our economic situation. We're gonna put a tumor there. You're gonna put a tumor there. Hopefully they'll attack us this way. I would love some spore crawlers. More Vespian gas because we need upgrades. Yeah, look at that.
Time grows short, Kerrigan. The Golden Armada will come for you.
So the Zerglings, they work
The
fine
swarm never
as
rests.
cannon fodder, essentially. We want some more Zerglings just to. Oh, I might get a macro
In a
hatch
few
actually.
moments, there will be a flash
Yeah, I
freeze.
will. And another Overlord. Get ourselves a evolution chamber. What I'm gonna
Yes?
do is I'm gonna take Kerrigan and the
This world
Roaches.
is
Actually, we're
mine.
gonna
What
take
is
the
it
whole
now?
army.
Get going.
A flash freeze storm has hit.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now.
Yeah, so this is a problem. Okay, so that's nice. So the Zerglings are wrecking some havoc there. The
Nothing
Ursidons
stands in
are
my way.
unfortunately following us, which is a real shame. So once again, we did not accomplish a lot. We'll try to kill this and then leave.
You have my attention.
Flash freeze is
Okay,
passing.
that was a bit of a failure. Let's get like 2 Swarm Queens, 2 Swarm Queens, 2 more Swarm Queens, a bunch of drones, and a bunch of roaches, a few Overlords, a few more Overlords. Let's get Carapace upgrades. What I really, really need.
Speak quickly. The
Um,
swarm hungers.
we're gonna get the Ursidon Matriarch Essence at this point.
Nothing stands in my way. Push ahead. Let's get this over with. There's not much time.
So, I think we're kind of at a point. I think we might get attacked one more time.
This world is mine.
A second Swarm Queen here would be nice. Not gonna lie. So one of the...
In a few moments, there will be a flash freeze.
Nothing stands in my way.
My queen, completing bonus objectives will increase your power level.
This gives us some more roaches,
Matriarch
which will be
essence
perfect.
useful. Visibility during flash freeze increased.
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Let's take the Swarm Queen and put it there.
What
I
is
think
it now?
next Flash Freeze will be
The
where we
swarm never
do a
rests.
huge amount of damage. We'll do some damage now. Yeah, I mean, we took out 2 gateways. We're in a much stronger
Flash freeze is
position.
passing.
Okay, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I'm gonna get 3 there. Some Swarm Queens, some more Swarm Queens, some more Swarm Queens. Get the range and then the armor. Mass Ling. And I think we're gonna basically push
Yes?
really, really hard. Okay. Let's take these forces out.
Nothing stands in my way.
Take this force out. I think we might actually start pushing now, because when the flash freeze arrives, well, we'll get into position, at least. Let's go do that.
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Speak quickly.
26 seconds.
This world is
So let's get into position.
There's not much time.
I honestly think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head here.
The Protoss forces are now frozen.
You have it.
And we're gonna move command. The matriarchs are, or the Ursidons are unfortunately attacking us. We could actually have... I think this was a bit foolish of me. I should have attacked a little bit closer to home. But we're going to be taking out a bunch of their forces. Yeah, they're all going to die.
Flash freeze is ending.
Oh well. This is fine.
Speak quickly.
If we wanted to expand, we could do that, but it's kind of unnecessary.
Yes? One more left.
Get more
There's no
Zerglings.
use, Kerrigan. Shakuras will destroy you.
My hope is that I'll
There's
be
not
able
much
to get
time.
the next
Let's
matriarch.
get this over with. The swarm never rests. Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way. Get going. This world is
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Is it now? There's not much time. This world is mine.
Matriarch essence assimilated. Swarm perfectly adapted to fight in flash freeze storms.
Nothing stands in my way.
Flash freeze.
Push ahead.
Okay, so we're going to try to
Let's get this over with.
essentially wipe
There's not
out
much time.
80 to
this
maybe
over
90, like everything up until here perhaps, and then just win the
Get
mission.
going. The swarm never rests.
Wipe out the High
Push
Templar.
ahead. Get this over with.
The Ursidons
Nothing
are
stands
helping
in
us.
my way.
So we're just gonna, I
Get
think,
going.
dive bomb the objective.
There's not much time. Push ahead.
Flash freeze now ending.
As you can see, they don't have a chance. So it's not that difficult of a mission because of the flash freezes. The achievement Harvest of Streams, I think, is complete the mission in 11 minutes. So that is a bit of a challenge, but relatively easy to do with the Mastery Archives.
The spires have fallen. Retreat!
The Protoss expedition will be unable to contact Shakuras.
Now they have to deal with us.
All right. So we did not complete it in less than 15 minutes. Took us 23. We did, however, and we did not destroy 20 unfrozen enemy structures, but we did complete all the mission objectives. So these are rarely going to be accomplished because we're just kind of playing through it. We're not really trying for anything special.
We captured a prisoner in the wastes and subdued her, my queen. She says she is a researcher.
I didn't order you to take prisoners.
Abathur requested it. He wants to dissect her.
What's the point? He won't be able to use Protoss genetic material.
He likes to try.
Actually, keep her alive for now. I might find a use for her.
My queen, your chamber is now available. Within, you can alter your abilities. This is your personal chamber. From here, you can focus your neural pathways and alter your active abilities. As you grow in power, newer and stronger abilities will awaken. You can alter your active abilities here whenever you wish.
So we were granted 100 more HP to our Kerrigan, an increase of 33%. It makes Kerrigan incredibly beefy. An extra 2 damage is very nice. We could actually increase the HP by another 200 and her life regeneration by 100, but I don't think that's really worth it. I think we are going to switch from Crushing Grip to Chain Reaction, because we're going to be fighting a lot of air units. Actually, Crushing Grip does impact air units, but well, I want a Chain Reaction right now. What's really nice is the improved Overlords. Circling Reconstitution, very fun. It's nice on lower difficulties, but it's not all that useful at higher difficulties. Improved Overlords is great. Bunch of fun abilities.
The Zerg and Protoss fighting over a miserable piece of ice.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
No one gets out alive.
That's true.
Arcturus.
Alright.
Nefash's brood lives again within the swarm.
When the Protoss struck, she fell back to prepared positions in the ice valleys. The Protoss had to hunt her down.
She was intelligent, careful, and tenacious, but she made one mistake. She ran away.
I don't know. I think retreating to favorable positions is kind of a tried and true strategy. I don't know.
What are your people doing here?
We study this moon to see if its rotation can be altered, its climate improved. Do you understand? We are only colonists, and you are killing us.
Yes. And if I let you live, you'll call your Golden Armada and they will kill me.
Kill thousands to save yourself. Is that how you justify this?
I justify nothing. There is no moral high ground here. Your people have killed billions of Zerg. We're all covered in blood. There may be more on my hands than yours, but in the end, we are both killers.
I'll agree that the whole justification thing is kind of ridiculous, although the Zerg are not sentient, so I don't quite understand that argument. We're going to take the Hydrotic Bile, gaining 8+ damage versus light units. That makes this a very strong anti-light option. Assault poorly armed forces. There is adaptive plating, which is quite nice as well, but we're going to go with the damage because damage is king. I think I'm going to stop reading these. I think we're only going to read the ones I actually pick. And then Roach can move at full speed while burrowed, which is kind of weird that this is like one of those upgrades here when it's an upgrade in the base game that you can just get. It's weird that I would have to sacrifice one of my research slots to get this. And life regeneration increased by 100% while burrowed. It's not super useful. In a lot of maps, they have detection. It's kind of like, I don't understand that one.
What is that sound?
Failed experiments. Reverting to biomass. Slow process.
At least put them out of their misery first.
Wasted effort. Creatures will die soon. Pain irrelevant.
When you say things like that, Abathur, I almost remember you. And I feel anger.
Anger product of adrenaline. Stress response. Imminent threat. No threat to you. No anger.
I'll be the judge of that.
She'll be the judge of that. I think this kind of illustrates the point where she was like, you've killed billions of Zergs. This is the Zerg in a nutshell. These are the intelligent Zerg. And then you have the basically animals that are the roaches and the Zerglings. Although, yeah, I mean, we're just researchers and they have like colossi and stuff.
The hunt goes well, my queen.
It's bloody.
Those Protoss would kill you if they could. They are not Zerg. That means they are the enemy.
Is it that simple?
For Zerg, it is. Whatever my queen has lost, think what she has gained. Purity of essence. You are the will of the swarm.
All right, perfect. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. We finished the first Kaldir mission. Join us next time. We will complete the rest of Kaldir. And if you like this, then, you know, giving a like would help this channel a lot. It's so small, so every like counts. And subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft 2 content. Hope to see you next time. Take care.